So, how do you convert more of your leads and subscribers to paying customers using SMS messaging? I'm about to give you some tips on how you can be more effective and engaging with your text messaging campaigns coming up on this week's Marketing Pit Stop. Hey, what's up? Peter Mario here with the Pittman Group, back with another installment of the Marketing Pit Stop. We provide tips and tricks to help you grow your business and market more effectively. If this is your first time here, consider subscribing below and make sure you hit the bell to get all of our updates. In today's video, I'll be discussing a few of our best practices for SMS marketing to help you grow your business, develop loyal customers, and ensure you don't end up being told to stop. By now, everybody's familiar with text messaging as a way to communicate with their family, friends, co-workers, and other individuals in their social circle. However, SMS or text messaging is one of the best methods to reach your potential customer with information about your brand and to communicate with your customers. Over 20 billion text messages are sent every day around the globe. In the United States, 97% of adults use texting to communicate at least weekly. And not only are Americans using text messaging, they prefer it as a method of communicating with brands. A whopping 75% of millennials prefer text messaging over talking and send an average of 67 messages per day. But it's not just young people who prefer text messaging. In customer satisfaction surveys, text messaging was the highest rated contact method compared with all other communication channels. And 64% of Americans hold a favorable view of brands that offer texting as a form of communication. And it's easy to see why. The short format of text messages make them non-intrusive and easy to read. You can easily check to see if a message is important just by viewing the preview on your phone or smartwatch without interrupting your current activity. Maybe that's why 98% of text messages are opened by the receiver versus only 30% of emails. Texting requires little to no additional action on the user's part to receive the information they're being sent. And as an added bonus, most brands overlook SMS marketing as a communication channel. So it has not acquired the negative mystique of email marketing, which has been plagued by spammers and junk mail. But for this reason, as marketers, we have to take special care in how we communicate with our audience in order to keep them engaged with our brand. Now, if you're not doing any form of SMS marketing at this point, now is a great time to get started developing your strategy and creating a killer plan to turn those leads into paying customers. So, when 160 characters is all you have to communicate your message, how can you ensure you're reaching your prospective audience and, more importantly, continue to keep them engaged? I've got 4 tips to help you build a true SMS marketing strategy and turn more of your prospects into paying customers. My first tip is to personalize your messages. Everyone likes to feel special, and taking the time to deliver content to the members of your list, which they really want and need, helps you create that warm, fuzzy feeling in your prospects. Now, personalization is more than just addressing them by name. Developing a killer personalization strategy starts with segmenting your list of leads into different categories. You can do this many different ways. However, I would recommend you begin by looking at the types of products or services they originally inquired about. Don't be afraid to use their name in the text message or mention the product or services in which they've shown interest. This may cut into your ability to provide a clear call to action, though. The most important part of this step is developing a content plan tailored to your user and their interest in your company. For example, at the Pittman Group, we have a variety of services, and not everyone who engages with us is interested or has a need for all of our services. Oftentimes, people engage with us about one service or project, and we segment those individuals to make sure we send them information which helps them in their area of interest. If I had an individual engage with me about PPC marketing, and I send them a text to say, check out our latest video on traditional media buying, what are they going to do? Unsubscribe. They didn't sign up to learn about this information, and you become irrelevant to that person. Now, if I do want to sell a prospect on our full suite of services, I need to develop a relationship with that individual and build trust that I'm going to provide them with great advice before I launch into pushing them on everything I offer. That leads me to my next point. Focus on value, not selling. Make sure you're providing value to the user with each message you send. If not, that prospect will quickly tune out to your message, or worse, text you to opt out. After having read many of these opt-out responses, I promise you not everyone will be nice or appropriate about how they opt out if you've come across as self-serving. Provide the user with useful links to content on your website, a link to a brochure or view book, a recent blog article on a topic relevant to what they inquired about. Taking this approach helps you build a relationship with that individual and establish a give and take. If you take their information and continue to get more aggressive with your call to action when they don't buy on your time frame, you're going to turn that individual off. Think of each of these content-rich messages as building a bank account with your prospect. You'll need that balance built up when you want to make a withdrawal in the form of asking for their business. I recommend using at least 3 pieces of useful information to 1 call to action for a sale. And when you do ask for a sale, subtlety can improve your results. My next tip is to engage them with video. One of the most successful tactics we've used to keep our clients' audiences engaged is by linking to a video in our messages. To illustrate the power of video, a recent text message we sent out for a client received a 7% click-through rate and over 300 video views in the first 30 minutes, with an opt-out rate of 0.1%. To place this in perspective, you can expect a 2% response rate and a 13% opt-out rate on your typical call-to-action style text. Video is a powerful tool for connecting with your prospects and allows you to create a more lasting impression on your audience. Nielsen and Facebook recently did a study to measure the impact of video on brand recall and purchase intent. What they found is that if a viewer watched just 10 seconds of your video, they were 74% more likely to remember your ad and 72% more likely to purchase from the video's creator. The bottom line is this: video right now is hot, and consumers' demand for video content continues to grow at an amazing rate. Your brand should be taking advantage of this trend and sharing video with your prospects and customers. We'll have more on video marketing coming up in later episodes, so stay tuned. My final tip for you today is to track engagement and give your audience more of what they like. By monitoring what types of content your consumers are engaging with, you can work to refine your content strategy and deliver your audience more of what they want to learn about your brand. Make sure you're watching stats such as click-throughs, total watch time on videos, time on page, and bounce rates on your website to determine how well your content's being received. Then, deliver more of the content your users like. There you have it, a few tips on how to be more effective with your text message marketing campaigns. I encourage you to get started today on developing your SMS marketing plan using these tips. I'd love to hear your stories and experiences with SMS marketing, so please feel free to leave them in the comment section below. And if you know somebody who would benefit from this video, please share it with them. Sharing, after all, is caring. You can also reach out to us through our website at thepittgroup.com for a more personal discussion about your marketing needs. If you enjoyed this video and want more content like this, please make sure you subscribe to the Pittman Group's Marketing Cloud. By subscribing to the Pittman Marketing Cloud, you gain access to articles, white papers, ebooks, case studies, and exclusive video content you can use to improve your company's marketing efforts. Best of all, it's free for us subscribers. Click the link below in the description to start your exclusive membership today. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.